Hey guys and girls, happy October. Hope you're having a good spooky month. On this video, my latest horror movie review will be of the 1932 film White Zombie. That's how the Rob Zombie band got their name. That's one fact for you. So it's obviously an older film which can be found on Shudder UK if you're in the UK. And it stars Bela Lugosi, who plays a witch doctor, and he's kind of doing his Dracula impersonation. It's really weird because he's doing almost the exact same voice, except he's not really giving the same sort of oomph, the same sort of drama to his vocal performance. But anyway, that's what the character is. The film's set on this island in Haiti, and it's all very sort of like old-fashioned, stereotypical, like voodoo and black magic going on. And you know what? Anyone who has seen like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and seen like the Xander character in that show in season 2 and other examples, but they'll just know, having seen that and seen like that episode in season 2, then really, if you want revenge on your lover or your ex-lover, in a way, casting a love spell is just the wrong way to go about things. That just never turns out well, and this is no different. In fact, the premise and the idea of the story in this film is actually really, really silly, really bonkers, because you have this character of Charles who was rejected by this girl Madeline, who is now engaged to be married to this other character, Neil, his name is, quite a posh, quite a rich character. And so Charles comes up with this idea for revenge, and his whole plan, which actually he's sort of talked into by the Bela Lugosi character, persuaded it's the only way to do things. His whole plan is to turn her into a zombie, turn Madeline into a zombie, so that she'll be forced to be his forever. And there's this whole plot thing where on the night or the day before their wedding, they had just happened to be staying with Charles in his like mansion. That's all a bit random, but yeah, his plan is kind of bonkers, because surely anybody who knows anything about like zombies, wouldn't they know then they're dangerous? I mean, in this case, I think the idea is that maybe the ghostly character can like hypnotize her and keep her under control, but anyone who knows anything about zombies would surely think that this is not the way to keep a lover. This is only going to really end badly. But that's the whole plan, and we get some, typical stuff like with like a flower as part of a ceremony. The Bela Lugosi character has like his sort of army of zombies, and you get little moments of the ghostly sort of magic that you sort of obviously see in his like big dramatic roles. Little moments where there's a scene quite early on where he's just reveling in the chaos that he's creating, and has this very malevolent sort of smile and laugh, and occasionally it cuts to his dramatic eyes, which are on the poster, these sort of like spooky evil type eyes, and those are some of the best moments. But overall, this film has a reputation of being a bit of like a cult classic, and it's not deserved. It's a really bland, really forgettable film. It's just one that doesn't really stand out at all. It really drags, even though it's a short film. The ghosty is largely wasted. I mean, the best moments do come through him. There's some nice enough visuals, although his army looks like really ridiculous, really silly. And the characters outside of him are just really boring, and not a lot to them. I think the actor playing Charles was alright, but as things go on, his character just becomes very over the top and just like overblown, but not in a very like charismatic sort of way. and there's like these really useless sort of like monologues. So overall, there's no real atmosphere, no real style to it. And you also get like this melodramatic sort of romance, which you just don't care about, because obviously when we get into like the whole plot and the spell has been cast, and there's obviously meant to be stakes, but the problem is you just don't care about Neil, you don't care about his love for Madeline, because really up to this point all we've seen of him is being this sort of posh, quite sort of snobby type character, and you've only got little bits of him, but not really anything to really make you care about him. And the melodrama is just so bad, really, because you just have scenes of him going, "Oh, Madeline, Madeline, please," that sort of thing. You have no reason to care about their romance. She's given nothing to do. She's totally like cookie cutter sort of character. As I said, there's no real mood or atmosphere, and I think part of the problem is if a film like this doesn't work as a horror, if it doesn't have that sort of atmosphere or mood, then it needs to work on the other end. It has to be like really hammy and entertaining and have fun sort of dialogue. And it doesn't really have that. Not really. There's one or two moments that are kind of like amusing in a silly sort of way. So there's some ritual type stuff where he's like doing stuff with like a bird sort of thing that's moaning, and that sort of stuff. It is sort of kind of like so sort of camp and cheesy. Yeah. So it is like sort of funny, but there's not really enough of that. Bela Lugosi isn't given enough to do. The story's a bit of a dud, even at like only 67 minutes. It just sort of plods along, and you don't care about the characters at all. And also, it's badly dated now, because you do get these like horrible stereotypes. And it's just sort of where horror has moved on, where a lot of the witch doctor stuff, a lot of the black magic stuff it just seems really dated, as does like when you sort of have like token black people. You have like at one point Neil and Madeline being like ridden in a carriage, and you've got like a black sort of carriage driver, and he's kind of a stereotype as well, and the way they talk to him is pretty bad. So yeah, it's forgettable stuff. It's sort of noteworthy probably for Lugosi, and probably for giving White Zombie the band their name, but that's about it. So not very good overall. I've seen much worse, but I'll give it 4 out of 10. So that's White Zombie, which, as I said, if you're in the UK, you can check out on Shudder. So check it out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you've seen this film. Also look out for more horror movie reviews throughout the month. Also horror TV reviews. So I'm going to be checking out at least the first episode of the new Amazon series, the version of I Know What You Did Last Summer, which sort of goes up this weekend. And also look out for me and Rachel McDonald and our review of the new Halloween movie, Halloween Kills, which comes out Friday as well. So much more to come on the channel. Thanks for listening. See you guys again soon. Goodbye.